Welcome to the Parma Area Chamber of Commerce podcast. We will be focusing on everything from spotlighting our members to discussing what is happening in the chamber. This episode is brought to you by Classic Strategic Media. Classic is a proud sponsor of all the efforts of our chamber. Now let's join the conversation at the Classic Strategic Media Studio in Independence, Ohio.
Welcome to another episode of the Parma Chamber podcast. This is Chris Smith, Classic Strategic Media. Joining me today is John Turnbull of the Immortal Palm Martial Arts of Cleveland. John, thanks for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. So, martial arts, everyone's watching COVID Kai on Netflix, so it seems to be a popular topic right now.
Right, and so, yeah, certainly Cobra Kai has kind of rekindled an interest in karate, and there's always the martial arts movies coming out, and with the martial arts movie, we do Ip Man, and Bruce Lee is kind of the history or the type of martial arts we do, but it's always good to see martial arts featured.
Yeah, you're not teaching the crane kick. That's not a real thing. So, what makes your facility a little bit different than the average facility?
Well, one of the things which makes us different is we're adults only, so we don't have the kids' classes in there. Also, we study Chinese martial arts and learn the Chinese martial arts, which means we don't necessarily have the uniforms and the belts and the rankings and some of the other, trappings that you might
The traditional
find,
things when you sign up your kids for karate.
Right, yes.
Yeah. So there's benefits of your kids signing up young and all that, but
Absolutely.
But you are only for adults. So what is the average age of your clientele?
And we have kind of a couple groups of people who come in. We have people who are in their early 20s who come in who maybe didn't get that martial arts experience as a kid, but were always interested in it. And now that they're out of the home and they can make the decisions for themselves, they come in and they're interested in studying a martial art. We also have a fair number of people who are in their 40s, 50s, all the way up into their 70s, who may have taken martial arts as a kid, and I'm kind of the same story. Once they graduated college, maybe life took over, they got married, they had kids, and the martial arts fell by the wayside. Now that they're sort of 40s, 50s, it's, well, I should get a hobby. Maybe their wife is saying it's time for you to get off the couch and do something.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, martial arts, yes. Yeah, let me look into that. And the nice thing about the school we have in the Chinese martial arts is it's not the high-intensity athletic movements, and you're not in a room with a bunch of kids.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a more thoughtful process than a very athletic martial art.
What are some benefits of joining one of your classes?
So there are a number of benefits. There's certainly the physical benefit of getting up and moving. And, I know that keep talking about, sitting being the new smoking, where if you don't move, that's going to be a problem. And so just getting out and moving is going to be a big benefit. And, just as an example, back a few months ago, I had a 70-year-old who came in, and we're up on the second floor. When he first came in, he'd have to take a 5-minute rest after walking up the steps to visit us before he could start the class.
Oh, wow.
And he started coming in for the tai chi, which is an hour class. And now it's 3-4 months later, he's staying for the full 3 hours with both the tai chi and the Wing Chun. He's
Oh, wow.
making it up the stairs. He's having
It's
a lot
definitely
of
made a
fun
difference in his physical
Absolutely.
abilities and
Yeah.
endurance.
Right.
It's amazing. Let's say I'm thinking about joining, but I'm unsure. Do you have like an observation system? Like I can come watch a class or something?
Well, what we do, we have a trial system.
Okay.
Where you can come in for 3 classes and actually participate in the class. And for under $20, you can come in, take the 3 classes. You get a T-shirt from the school. Again, we don't have uniforms, so there's not any equipment that you need to buy or anything like that. And the reason we do that is sometimes if you're just sitting there watching the class, it's difficult to know exactly what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't always click. If you're able to actually move and feel what the other person is doing, it really gives you that idea of what it's about.
That's pretty cool. Do you have any couples that have signed up together?
We've had a couple who've been through who came in together. We don't currently have any
No.
who are in as a couple.
It
but
seems like it'd be a nice little thing for a couple to
certainly
get
would be.
involved with, because
You-
it's for both men and women, right?
Absolutely. And yeah, I mean, the kind of the story of the founding of Wing Chun was it was a woman who created and started the Wing Chun system. So it is designed, again, for people who may not be the strongest, the heaviest, the fastest person. So it is well suited to women, smaller people. You know, you can think of, you know, southern China, the Chinese people are not necessarily known as being big people.
Yes, exactly.
So, yes.
That's great. So do you offer evening classes, day classes?
We have regular classes in the evenings and then Saturday mornings as well. And
Really don't around, you have a job, you come in and do this in the evening. That's awesome.
correct, Yep. Yes.
Great. Where are you located?
We're located inside the Palmer Armory. We're up on the second floor there, which is 5301 Hauserman Road near Brook Park and Tiedemann. And we actually moved there into the facility about a year and a half ago. We used to be closer to downtown Cleveland, and unfortunately that neighborhood went downhill.
Yeah.
And we found a great facility there, which is convenient for everybody to get to.
Oh, it's great that you're in Parma. We enjoy having business owners and entrepreneurs in our area. So if someone wanted to learn a little bit more information about your organization, where would they go?
So they can visit. We have a website, immortalpalmcleveland.com, or they're certainly welcome to stop in and visit us if they wanted to when we had the classes there. But the website is probably the best place to get started.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
Very interesting. And thank you for listening, and you all have a great day.
Thanks for listening to the Parma Area Chamber of Commerce podcast. We would like to thank our sponsor, Classic Strategic Media. Please subscribe to our podcast to be notified when new episodes are released.